that like to have that experience of going up there and beating Washburn one more time?
Oh, it was awesome. I haven't lost to him since I've been here. 5 years I haven't lost to him. I didn't play all the years, but definitely feels good knowing my college career I've never lost a Turnpike Tussle to Washburn.
How important is it for you guys to end up your career on a winning season?
I think it's really important, especially not even thinking about it being our senior's last game. Just like everybody else on the team, it's really good to go into the off season with a win, especially a winning record. Just sets us up for a good off season.
Coach Cash has said that the Fort Hays State's got one of the better defensive lines in the conference. What are the things you've noticed as you've kind of looked at them on film this week?
Oh yeah, they're good. They are, I think, one of the best D lines we've faced. So we have to bring our A game like we do every week. So yeah.
Great.
How much confidence did last week's game give you guys going into this week?
I think we try to stay pretty confident all the time because things, it's football, things happen. Sometimes it doesn't go our way. Sometimes we don't play to our best of our ability, and we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot at times. So I think we just keep the grind going, and yeah.
Maybe you've seen your position, your group of position teammates, wherever you maybe seen the biggest growth, and what has you excited about Saturday, and what maybe has you excited about the future?
I think our physicality in the running game. I think me and Trey as leaders, that was our biggest thing, was we didn't run the ball well last year, and in our offense we have to run the ball. So I think definitely just getting the ball down the runway, physicality. So
You've talked a little bit about Fort Hays State. What do you feel like it's going to take for you guys to close out this season with a victory, especially from your position?
we just got to execute. Don't let your guy tackle the guy with the ball. Pretty simple. Yeah.
Isn't it great how simple football can be sometimes?
Yeah, right.
Hey, congratulations on the win last week, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Real quick, just talk about Diego's had a couple 100-yard games behind
Yeah.
him. It's been a while. What you guys in offensive line take pride in that? Just talk about that from your side.
I think Diego and Cam work really well together. I think they're really good backs. They make us look good at times. So they make us ride a lot, and we make them look good. So I just think it's good to have a running game in our offense, and yeah.
So how excited are you to come out here on this last day?
I'm very excited. Over these last 2 years, I built the bond. Trey, who brought in, obviously a lot of new guys this offseason. Still some guy we rocked with last year, man. Like we say, it's senior day. We get to play Fort Hays. It's going to be good weather, good crowd. And, man, like I said, I'm just thankful for the opportunity to go out and compete one last time in the ESU jersey.
What do you think's going to go through your head when they call your name and you run out there for the first time before the game?
Man, like I said, I'm just going to be excited, especially when it's over, just leave it all on the field. Excitement really all going to be going in my head. I've been through a lot of games. It's just like, man, one last time with the boys,
Thank you.
It is recording, all right?
Sweet.
Well, you mentioned, it kind of goes fast, and here it is. When do you kind of give yourself time to kind of reflect on the end of your football career?
I don't know. I'll probably be thinking about it, tomorrow, Saturday, and all throughout next week. But, I kind of thought about it today, and, it's sad, but there's a lot to be happy it happened, proud of myself, proud of all my teammates and stuff. So I'm just happy I just got the opportunity to play for 4 years here. So
You got, I think it was ESU Athletics, released a little day in the life of a kicker video.
Yeah.
Can you just talk us through the accuracy of that and how it was to kind of bring people inside here at Florida State?
Yeah, so most of it was true. I don't really go in and play PlayStation. I do like while they're in meetings and stuff, but during practice, not so much. That was kind of just for fun.
How much fun was it? It looked like you enjoyed your time on the camera.
Yeah, it's nice getting to do stuff like that. Like, it's just fun, like I don't know, just being myself, like just kind of messing around and stuff, not being too serious. But yeah, it was a good time.
Did you try? I know they yelled at you, but did you try to sneak a soundbite of Higgins, another one of Higgins?
No, I told him. I mean, I told him I'd stay away from him, and I did. Yeah, it's. I didn't want to put too much pressure on Garrett's ears. I know he had his headphones in, so I didn't want to get too close.
Ray, do you have anything?
Not really, but the thing I did want to, I talked with Coach Brown earlier this week, and one of the things he gave Emporia State credit for was having really good special teams. When you hear opposing coaches say, hey, we have a lot of respect for special teams, and the kickers in particular, what does that mean to you, or does it mean much to you?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot to me that they would think that of me. At the end of the day, I still got to go do my job and prove them right. But yeah, I mean, it's always nice hearing compliments like that. So.
Last game, is the leg juiced? I mean, what do you think your range?
Oh yeah, we're ready to go. I mean, that's kind of like a game day, just depending on weather and stuff. But I mean, I feel really confident. So just as confident as every other game. So. Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
sir.
Yep. Thank you all.
I love that logo.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You kind of challenged your team at the end of practice earlier this week just to make sure they finished the year the right way. Do you feel like they've responded this week?
I do. I think that I think we had a really good practice yesterday. I think that we needed to prepare the right way, and again, just talk to them about you got two teams, 5-5. I mean, we're not going to the playoffs. There's no postseason tournament we're getting ready to play in. I mean, it's so you worry about your guys, making sure they're ready to go. And one thing that I've said about this group all along is it is a very hungry team. And I feel like our guys will be ready to go on Saturday.
You said coming into the year that, maybe more than any other team, you were excited about coaching this team. Because of that, I'm wondering if this year, the seniors always say it goes faster than they go, oh, my career, got 4 years, so much time, and it always goes by in a blink. I'm wondering if this year maybe went faster just because you enjoyed the coaching process.
I think that's a great question, Blake, and I do think that it went. I was just actually talking about that to some other coaches, just how fast the year went. And, yeah, I think that we're setting at 500, okay, and at times this year we were 1-3, 3-4, all those things, 4-5, and our players, we've always bounced back. That's why I think I enjoy this group so much. And we've had to kind of go – I've said this too early in the year. We've had to go back to our roots as far as like just teaching our guys everything, how to keep their lockers, where everything needs to go. And we still have to do that this last week.
Final thing, this Fort Hays State team kind of in a similar mindset to you guys. They've got a chance to win and end up the season with a winning record. So how much of a dogfight you feel like it's going to be? You've been in a lot of close games. They've been in 5-1 score games. I mean, it just seems like it's two teams that are very similar at the end of the year with, playing for a lot of pride.
Yeah, no question. And they took it to us last year. Made us, rubbed our nose in it. And and they're a good football team, really good football teams. And I've said this before. There's a lot of good teams in this league. Sometimes they're at 500 just by bounce of a ball here or there, injuries, whatever it might be. They have experience at quarterback, who I think is very good. We're going to definitely have to, be aware of him. And defensively, their front four is as good as anybody in the league. And defensively, they're always good, very sound in what they do. So this is. You're exactly right. Going to be a very physical, tough, close game. And I said this too. I'll say it now. Whoever lines up and wants this thing the most is what it's going to boil down to.
Great.
Talk about your quarterback. This will be his fourth start. Jameson has what he's been able to accomplish in 4 games as a starter. Has that caught you any by surprise, or is this something you felt like he has the capability of doing it? This is something you saw when you recruited him?
Well, I didn't see it quite playing out this way when we recruited him. I think that we felt like when we did recruit him and he came on his visit that he was going to be pretty good. And then I think he came for a week in the summertime, was able to watch him throw, and then just this camp, during fall camp. I think we knew that he had talent, just didn't know how he was going to respond in a game. So I guess you could say I'm surprised that he's played so cleanly, like as a true freshman. Yes, he's made mistakes, but not the mistakes you feel like a freshman quarterback would make, especially in his first start when he went on the road to play Central Missouri. Now, Northwest Missouri made some mistakes, but again, their defense had something to do with that too. So, was not surprised that he had the ability to play in this league. Just didn't know. Again, you can have all the talent and ability and look good in practice, but you're different in games because there's, they're keeping score. All right, so it's a little bit different in practice.
Going to be the key for his success on Saturday?
Just continue to play the way that one thing about him is he's getting a lot of confidence right now. Definitely doesn't seem like a freshman quarterback right now. Now, if you want to ask me how surprised I am for him to pick this offense up the way that he is, yeah, I'm a little surprised by that because he picks it up really well. But that's also kind of his mindset, how he is. He loves the game of football. You always want those quarterbacks, Braden Gleason, all the ones that I've had, they love the game, and they would do the extra of what you needed to get yourself ready to play on Saturday, and he's got that. So he's got to continue to protect the football. He's got to value the football. Get rid of the football on time. There's still a couple times he holds it a little bit longer than what he needs to, but he's getting better with it. So be able to not take negative plays, unnecessary negative plays. Get rid of the ball if he has to, or scramble, because he does have some athletic ability, and make sure he protects himself.
You have other freshmen who are seeing some playing time, some younger players who are seeing some playing time. How valuable is it for those players to be hanging around players like Kingsley Bennett and the experienced guys?
Yeah, I know she only named one because we don't have that many experienced guys, but it's been huge for a guy like Andre Beasley. Even Ethan Ruckers played a little bit. I think you'll really notice the difference with those guys when we go into spring football and we get ready to go into the fall next year, because they're getting live reps, truly live reps, and there's in that you can't duplicate that. For those players. So it's been huge for those guys. And it's been huge just for our entire wide receiver group. When we lost Trendon in the first half of Minot, first game of the year, all of those guys, that group, and they've done a really good job. They had to grow up really quickly. And I think it's helped them. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to make that group something special next year.
Has it maybe been a little bit of a case that they just don't know what they don't know?
There's no question. They don't know what they don't know, and sometimes that makes me mad because they don't know. And I expect them to know, all right? But this is a great group to coach. It is. It is, again, with the losses we've had and things that, these guys have showed up to work. I enjoy coaching them. We've all had to get our hands dirty coaching this group. They got great personalities, and it's awesome to really see them get better and mature.
Looking at Fort Hays State, let's start with their offense. What challenges will their offense offer your defense?
Yeah, well, we're going to have to start with the quarterback. He's a good player. He's a coach's son. He did a great job last year against us. I felt like last year when they put him in that it made a difference in their team. And I thought they were playing the best as any team in the league last year at the end of the year. So we're gonna have to stop him. Last week he carried the ball 17 times, I think, and he's an effective runner, but he can also throw the football, which can make it difficult on a defense when you're talking about fitting the quarterback run game up, and then make sure you're watching play action pass, all those things. So I think that's going to be the key for us on defense is keeping him bottled up.
And looking at their defense, when I looked at it, the thing that stood out to me was their defensive line. And the old adage is a game is actually won in the trenches. How important is this game going to be for your offensive linemen?
It's going to be really important, and you hit the nail right on the head. We talked about it as an offensive staff earlier in the week. We've been able to really run the football this year. It's helped us tremendously with this group, and we've done it at an efficient rate. And their D-line, I said it earlier, they're as good as anybody in the league. Northwest might be a little better, but again, these guys they're good, and they're very physical. So, but I also have confidence in our guys that we got good players. We got that group up front. They're gritty, and they got some toughness in them. But yeah, we're gonna have to win more battles than they do up front. We're gonna lose some. It's part of it, especially when you're playing against a good defense. We just want to win more.
Well, Coach, congratulations on last week's victory. Awesome job. Good luck on Saturday.
Hey, Greg, awesome. Look forward to you doing the game, man.
One last thing, just talk about this group. I don't consider you individually, just talk about your senior group.
Yeah, great group. Not a very big group. One of the smallest groups I've had, but and there's some guys that could that are graduating and they're just going to move on, and that's fine. They're not necessarily seniors, but this a lot of these guys, and there's not very many, have been here 5 years for us, 4 years. Talon Wheeler's a 5-year player. Kingsley Bennett's a 4-year player. C.J. Adams been here 5 years. It means that those guys have put in a lot of time and effort. Caden Dodson, 4 years. Probably going to, not name somebody and make somebody mad. I hope not. But those are guys that, man, they put in a lot of time and effort, invested a lot into this football program. They've done a great job this year. I'm proud of them. And this team, this group, owes it to them to go out and play the right way, because these guys, they're going to be seniors at some point, and it gets here faster than you realize as a player.
And then I'm going to ask you about one guy that should be a senior this year that we're going to recognize on Saturday, Rexton Green. Just talk about what that is and what means kind of those guys. You're going to actually recognize a player like that.
Yeah, just he was a special young man. He's an OKG man all the way through and through because of his work ethic. He loved the game of football. He loved life in general, and that was that was a tough time. But I think it's awesome that Brett LeMayer coming back as parents, and it's he's been such a part of this football program here. With his, we've had his locker there in the locker room, and that was our plan, to keep that there all the way until he would have been done. So again, and I'm glad we're able to recognize him, because he is a part of this senior class.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, you
Appreciate
bet.
it.